There comes a time, the whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time, for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time, for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising, from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are, because the sun is rising. We're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery, never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good, but we are blessed by Chukwukika Biama. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the wind of a tunnel. It will shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising, from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are, because the sun is rising. We're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. The windows and curtains, green lights be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the black stripe, black strands crossing grey stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder and reminisce, the actions I see malice. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. We go carry the cross together. We walk through to Zion. We stumble, we rise. How the victory will start. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising, from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? I still wave your flag all over the world, because the sun is rising. I see we shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. They will know, they will know, they will know. The light shine, the sun is rising. Oh, wave your flag anywhere you are. The light shine, the sun is rising. Oh, the light shine, the sun is rising. Freedom, freedom, yeah. The shine, the sun, we are rising.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning to some of you, according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. We welcome you all to our today's Biafra Television Europe presentation. This day being the 4th day of March 2025. I remain the fearless IPB evangelist, Mazi Maduabuchi. I am from Ndiabo. Ndiabo is in Anenri. Anenri is a local government in Oji River Province, Biafra land. I am a homeland broadcaster under IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu is our leader, and he is still incarcerated in DSS solitary confinement, illegally detained. Biafra Television Europe is under IPOB, and then Nnamdi Kanu is IPOB, in case you don't know. Today, we welcome you all, and we also ask you to welcome others. We are going to look into the Nigerian unity. You will see that after all these things we are going to review today, they are still begging for unity. As recently, we saw traditional rulers from Enugu, they went to Sultan of Sokoto. It's all about unity. But things have gone wrong several areas. But before anything of today, we have to go to IPOB press release. IPOB press release, 3rd March 2025. Northern truck drivers sponsored to blackmail IPOB. The attention of the global family and the movement of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has been drawn to the fallacious and sponsored protest staged in the northern city of Jos, a city in Plateau State, claiming that IPOB attacked truck drivers in the southeast. The Nigerian government and its sponsored driver terrorists accused IPOB of killing truck drivers from the northern who were transporting goods to the southeast region. The false accusation by the so-called National Union of Road Transport Workers NURTW truck drivers at Jos, Plateau State is another calculated blackmail and fallacious propaganda against IPOB for a decade since IPOB started. We have been confronted with various state-sponsored blackmail and media propaganda aimed at portraying IPOB as a violent movement. As God lives in his throne, IPOB has surmounted all the accusations and lies against us by the government and blackmail, including kidnappings, extrajudicial murder, and the political assassinations that were tagged on IPOB. What exactly is the crime of IPOB against the Nigerian government and the other state actors in Nigeria? IPOB's only crime against the Nigerian is our demand for self-determination via a referendum instead of dialoguing with IPOB and our leader Mazi Okwuchukwu Kanu. The Nigerian state deployed various covert measures, including sponsoring insecurity and violence crimes in the southeast, to blackmail and demonize IPOB. IPOB and ESM members are not violent and do not engage in attacking or killing people who cannot confirm any attack and killings of truck drivers. Okay, we cannot confirm any attack and killings of truck drivers in the southeast region. We assume that such a claim by the sponsored protesting drivers in Plateau State is unfounded. Let's assume that such an incident happened. Why will IPOB members or ESN operatives attack innocent truck drivers conveying goods to our region? Do the so-called attacked truck drivers pose any threat to the IPOB's movement? IPOB members have not attacked those who pose threat to the Biafran struggle in the southeast region. Why will they attack innocent truck drivers supplying goods to our region? Excuse me. those that sponsored the thoughts that they called the tout that they called truck drivers in Plateau State to falsely accuse IPOB of attacking and killing their members in the southeast should know that they are also the same people that sponsored insecurity in the southeast. All the sponsored blackmails and the propaganda do not move us a bit. But if such a thing happened, we condemn it. The protesting touts called truck drivers, claiming that the dangerous routes that their members were formerly attacked are Enugu to Lopanta to Okigwe, Enugu to Lopanta, Lopanta to Okigwe, and Okigwe to Umuahia town. The public should recall that these named routes were the same routes that IPOB has raised alarm in the past about. There are hidden places for the Fulani terrorists who were colluding with the northern soldiers at the military checking point to kidnap our people for ransom on those routes. Many road users have fallen victim to the Fulani kidnappers on those routes. Therefore, if they say that there were attacks on truck drivers, and if that is the case, it must be from the Fulani terrorists and bandits operating in the axis. Nigerians know that there are many confirmed cases of Fulani kidnappings on the said routes, including the kidnapping of a Methodist church bishop. More so, Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Oti discovered a mass grave very close to the Hausa Fulani cattle market at Lopanta instead of the rented rented northern trucks drivers to say the truth that they were being attacked by their fellow northern terrorists and bandits along the dangerous routes. They falsely accused IPOB as responsible. IPOB is not violent and will never be stupid as to attack truck supplying food items to and from the southeast region. We are not bandits. IPOB is peaceful and people-oriented freedom movement for Biafra restoration. We are too disciplined to venture into such criminality when we are fighting criminality in our region. The rented touts that call themselves truck drivers should tell their sponsors that their agenda is dead on arrival. There are regular terrorist attacks in northern Nigeria by the Fulani terrorists and bandits without media attention, but in desperation to blackmail IPOB and Ndi Igbo. The Nigerian government controlled different groups to accuse IPOB of our form of one form of violence or another. We are certain that the Nigerian government rented the so-called truck drivers in the north to use their false accusation of attacks on their members as conduct to increase the militarization of the southeast region. No amount of blackmail, military onslaughts, forceful disappearances, and extrajudicial executions will make IPOB retreat from demanding for Biafra's self-determination, a UN supervised referendum. IPOB members are not violence, terrorists. We are not violence terrorists. We are innocent of all the state-sponsored accusations of violence in the southeast region. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. We move. So before we go to our today's topic, I'll just hint some points on the area of this very press release, just to draw your attention. A very protest happened in Jos. Not trend, but do you know, some days or a week ago, IPOB trend video of ESN that was that confronted Fulani cows in our farmlands, and the video circulated. Can you show us a single media house that published that very news? Nobody. Do you know the reason? They try to hide the genuine activities of ESN so that they will come up with blackmail to target on ESN. This has been the pattern of Nigeria. Some people will carry gun, they will say they are liberation army, they will say they are government in exile. When they commit crime, Nigerian government will target on IPOB ESN. But when IPOB published the video of ESN operating, doing their legitimate work, confronting terrorists in our farmland and bushes, they can never publish it. What does that tell you? It tells you that they don't want to present the genuine activities of ESN. So they keep coming out with blackmail. When they see IPOB members protesting peacefully, they will not show it on media, but they'll be looking for criminal activities that they will tag on IPOB, which the government sponsored. So this is what I want to add here. People should be aware that IPOB have been seriously and always publishing ESN activities. The question is, why is it that no media can carry it? But a small protest organized, sponsored by the government, happened in Jos. It now come to media. But IPOB published video of ESN. We are proud to publish it. And we want you to publish it on your media and accuse ESN of killing Fulani cow. You cannot do it. You are looking for criminal activities. You will present to the media as ESN activities. It is dead on arrival because we are here. Thank you. We move. So today, let us go and look into the unity of Nigeria. And before we look into the unity of Nigeria, we'll first of all, because we'll play a video, but not now, let us touch and say how was Nigeria created, and what was the intention of the creation of Nigeria, and what was it created for. Now, the statement of the gods of Nigeria, Lugard, he said, when he was asked, why did you amalgamate the North and the South together? Do you understand? He said, because the North is too poor. Simple. Is there anything? No. Is there anything like a sentence talk about unity? No. This place was joined together because they want to make North rich. But our surprise, after 110 years, North have not become rich. They are beggars in street. Northerners do not go to school. Northerners are passing through deadly diseases. North is the most terrorized northern Nigeria. They have been overrun by terrorists. But do you know the funny thing? They have Babangida, former military president. They have Absalom Abubakar, right? They have D.Y. Danjuma. They have Gowon alive. They have so many of them, and they keep producing army general, and they keep providing chief of army staff. They keep providing IG of police. They keep providing chief of air staff, right? But at the end, the northern region had been overrun by terrorists. And the question is, before we go to the one Nigeria discussion, the question is, the North, that is the number one citizens of Nigeria, how is their condition before other regions will be seeking for a way to be better in Nigeria? How is the condition of the Northerners who have ruled Nigeria for 46 years now? How is their condition out of 65 years? They have ruled for 6 years. How is their condition? Then, if they have not, Nigeria have not favored them, it just favor individuals from the north who have come to practice feudalism, though they are not Nigerian, they came from far. So they do not value the owners of the land, which are the Hausas and some other citizens of that very place. They carved and say not. Right? Now, they have not gained from Nigeria, the north. They are not living fine. How? They do not have security, but they have ruled highest in number. They have ruled, they have provided 10 presidents, but they are hungry. They are beggars. They are illiterates. They are going through deadly diseases, and the worst is they have been overrun by terrorism. Then my question is, what are the Westerners looking for in Nigeria when the number one citizens cannot enjoy Nigeria? What are the Easterners looking for in Nigeria when the number one citizens that are the North are not even enjoying Nigeria? So before we go there, let us then, that is for that. That is for that, right? Let us go to the very program and the main topic of the day. Let us hear the reason why they came here and kill us. Let us hear. This is a video of those who participated in the war. Let us hear, and we'll get the reason why they came here and see their gain, right? Listen and watch. Let us see their gain and see if that thing they did for to have one Nigeria, if there is anything that any fruit of unity it have yield. So let us watch this interview. Technical director, we want you to play this very video of the interview. We want to watch it, and we want to see it on the screen. Very, very important, please.
Obasanjo said that the killings in the counter coup were senseless. Army officers of Igbo origin were killed in Abeokuta, in Ikeja,
3 of them,
in the north, and northerners and many went to town, and Igbos were targeted. That was what you saw.
yes, yes,
In Kaduna. Igbo men and women were killed,
yes,
even children.
yes.
That's what you call the pogrom.
Yes, yes.
And because of the pogrom, there was war. Yes. In 1967, you joined the Nigerian army.
Yes,
After you have witnessed the pogrom,
the program, yes,
you joined the Nigerian army during wartime.
yes.
When did you realize that it was a pogrom? Was it before you joined the army or after you have left the army?
I saw everything. I was a living witness. Then after the war, I decided to write my book.
Why did you join the army to fight Biafra?
To keep Nigeria one. That was the slogan to us.
Do you
That
hear
was
it?
the slogan to us. There was no any other slogan
Keep
rather than
Nigeria
to
one.
keep Nigeria one.
So by the time you were joining the army,
Keep Nigeria one.
you believed that the Igbo nation
Slogan.
was wrong.
Anyway, but later on I discovered that they were not wrong. You know, I was in the trench for 20 months, fighting day and night. 20 months without being posted to the rear. Or transferred from the trench until the end of the war. And I saw how the Biafrans were determined with zeal to fight us. They were fighting for survival. They were fighting for survival. Even it came to a point in 1969 when a lot of soldiers realized that the war was fruitless. It's not the war that only the ordinary people were being killed in the war front, and those who caused the war were not affected. People started to inflict themselves with injury to be taken to the rear, but until Obasanjo came to save the situation and ended the war. If not, and I believe I stated in my book there how Biafra surrender. It was not much of our firepower or anything. It was hunger. It was hunger. It was hunger. Because when we block the Cameroon border through road, Calabar, and we block Port Harcourt through air, Biafra was not having any access to outside world through air, through water, through land. So they were in a desperate situation by then, and they were affected by hunger. I think that factor alone affected the people, the Biafran soldiers on the battlefield. You see.
Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Biafra Television Europe. Biafra Television Europe is under IPOB. IPOB is led by Mazi Maduabuchi, removed. And Mazi Maduabuchi is still in DSS, solitary confinement. So you have had it, the slogan. That slogan, have it changed? The slogan is keep Nigeria one. He said there's no other slogan. To keep Nigeria one. The other people said to keep Nigeria one is a task. A task by who? Keeping Nigeria one. And since then, they have been singing unity, singing unity, singing unity. Now, there is something he said there. I pick. He said many, but I need to pick some things. Then we move. There are other videos we'll watch. Then we'll join them together and analyze. But I want to say, he said, we discovered that the people, the victims of this very war are the ordinary people. What does he mean there? It was a genocide. War is go after the soldiers or the government that tries to rise, or the government or any that people that is confronting the government holding gun. Go after them. If you defeat them, the masses becomes under your control. But do you know what happened to our own? Schools was bombarded. Market was bombarded. Hospitals was bombarded. Churches was bombarded. Banks was bombarded. What else? IDP camps was bombarded. It is genocide. Because when you defeat the army of Ojukwu, you can control the civilians to your own choice. But when you leave the army, you go after civilians to the extent that you gave the policy of a land and sea blockade. It means that you want to wipe out the people and take over their land. There was no target of sparing people, because if you want to spare people, such policy cannot come in. Do you understand? The policy can come in on a people that have been designed for, what is it called? Extermination. That is a land designed for desolation. That is where you can apply a land and sea blockade. Upon that, with heavy bombardment, targeting the civilians. It is not war, it is called genocide. Now, we have to go and see recently that the same thing that these people went to kill us because of, that Fulani are attacking our people at home. Now, the traditional rulers in Enugu, because the North sent Fulani to attack our people in Enugu so that our people be submissive and be begging for unity. Because they do not give our people power to go to hold gun or to go with even kitchen knife. But Fulanis have the government power to go with it. So our people are always begging, going for unity. It is only IPOB that gave Fulani what they need, which is ESN. Do you understand? Which is ESN. So now, the same people who are supposed to be silent and support ESN or be on their own, we don't need them. They are the people who cannot give Fulani condition, knowing that you have backbone like ESN. All they do is to run to the north and meet Sultan of Sokoto, and Sultan of Sokoto signal them to come to Sokoto, let them settle it. Instead of Sultan of Sokoto to come to Enugu, these traditional rulers that owns the land where Fulanis are terrorizing, they are the people who went to Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto is the head of religion, both Christianity and Muslim, the whole Nigeria. He's also head of all traditional organizations or cultural organizations. He's also the head. That's why you see him inviting Ohaneze Ndigbo to Sokoto, inviting governors to Sokoto, inviting everybody to Sokoto. Now, let us listen to them. You will see that they are still talking about unity. Let us listen. Then, after listening, we'll now listen. Immediately after listening to this, we'll listen to Ahmadu Bello BBC interview 1950.
The Sultan of Sokoto and President Nigeria's Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs says the visit by the Enugu monarch is the best way to promote peaceful coexistence, mutual respect, and certain relationships among the country's diverse ethnic and religious groups. He explains it will create room for traditional leaders to engage in dialogue and exchange ideas towards harmonious and inclusive society. He notes that Nigeria's diversity is a divine will and should be harnessed for the greater good. The Sultan expressed the belief that such visits can dispel negative perceptions among Nigerians and promote a sense of unity and understanding.
Always been an advocate of understanding one another, not tolerating one another. We must respect our cultures and tradition. Don't think your own culture or tradition. No. It's very important for us to visit.
The Chairman Council of Traditional Rulers in Enugu State, Igwe Sir Samuel Ikechukwu, said he was in Sokoto to bring a message of love from his state. He appreciated the rich history of the Caliphate and promised to return home with positive thoughts about Sokoto State and its people. During his visit, the monarch also toured the Waziri Generic Culture and History Bureau in Sokoto, where he gained valuable insights into the state's rich cultural heritage.
It will bring understanding, it will bring love, bring understanding among races. And now I have a different concept about how we can relate intertribally.
The visit by the Enugu monarch to Sokoto is seen as a significant step towards fostering greater understanding and cooperation among traditional leaders across Nigeria and promote national cohesion. In Sokoto, Usman Mohammed Benji, NTA News.
Okay, immediately let us listen to Ahmadu Bello, then we analyze. Sultan of Sokoto again.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This
So
is
there
not
are other
permanent,
Nigerians.
I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning
People are
institutions
different from
coming
other
out
Nigerians.
with having no work to do. I'm sure whichever government of the day might be, it will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
Doesn't this damage the idea, sir, of all people in all regions in Nigeria being fellow citizens of one country?
Well, it might, but you are, I mean, new to our region, but how many northerners are employed in the east or in the west? The answer is no. And if there are, there may be 10 laborers employed only in the two regions.
Welcome back. Can you join if you now connect the 3 videos you have watched now, you will see that it is a waste of time to talk about one Nigeria. A white man was asking Ahmadu Bello what he discovered. There is this subsection I have discovered since I've been here about the Igbos. A hatred. There is this northern hatred about the Igbos. Could you just explain? What was the explanation? That Igbos are a tribe that when they come to a place, they will try to monopolize everybody. Just imagine that bloody hate. And that if you employ them as a laborer, within a short while, they will emerge as the head man. Is that a case? Is that a case? No, we are asking. Now, this was 1953. Was there Chukwumanzogu group then? No. So what actually brought to this? Was there Ojukwu Biafra then? No. So 1953, white man was asking you, what is this hatred of the North against the Igbos? Now, I now take it to the traditional rulers that went to Sokoto. This man is the people who started Sultan. He's the Sultan of Sokoto. He was then Sultan of Sokoto, right? Ahmadu Bello. Now, okay, he was Sadwana of Sokoto. Yes, he Sadwana of Sokoto. But yes, he was Sultan also. And they now crown him highest one, Sadwana. Right? Because his father, or grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio, came 1804 to Yumfa. But Togolbe 1804, claiming to be teacher, from teacher, he taught the Hausas to turn against their leaders, that to the extent that they helped him, supported him, and fought their leaders. At the end, reaching to 1808, he killed King Yumfa, Sarki of Gorbe, and renamed Gorbe to Sokoto, and crowned himself, because what they have in Hausa is Sariki. So he now changed Gorbe to Sokoto and crowned himself Sultan of Sokoto. Right? So what we are saying now is, after all these things, are Nigeria still talking about unity? Yes. Then what was the essence of the genocide, that the slogan was to keep Nigeria one? If our people can be killed over 7 million to keep Nigeria one, and after 50 years they are still talking about unity of Nigeria, then what is the essence of continuous talking about unity when the process to unite Nigeria have taken the life of people over 70 million in a very organized genocide by those who claim that the very area is under their territory? They do not target the army, they target the masses, they target the civilians. They also came with a policy of a land and sea blockade, which is just to make sure that the very place is desolated. Because if you came for war, you will confront the government of Ojukwu. If you defeat them, the masses becomes your slave. But for you to bring a policy of starvation, starving people to death, upon that, bombarding IDP camp, bombarding churches, bombarding hospitals, bombarding markets, bombarding schools, also bombarded banks. It is called genocide. People that have been designed for extermination. The East was designed to desolate because of our resources. They just concluded, let us wipe them away and take their land. But today, even their land, there are the people now telling us how many millions of Igbo in the north, how many millions of Igbo in the west. The same people who counted us, outnumbered us, killed us in the north, as the man in the interview said, the pogrom brought to the war, killing us in the north, bringing back our dead bodies back to Enugu and also at the Onitsha. That is mocking us. Do you understand? And all this was to keep Nigeria one, isn't it? But why is it that people are still talking about one Nigeria? Why is it that Fulanis can now leave their place and go to a place and massacre the people in a place where they said they want to maintain one Nigeria, a place where they try to exterminate a particular region to make sure even the policy after the Ferry genocide was also a war, and it is still existing. The very policy brought to the same people, somebody will come and deny that is not Igbo, because there was a policy out of the lies of 1966 coup that was tagged on a particular people, which resulted to the genocide of the people. And when they begin to divide them, they forgot that Nsogbu is from Anioma, and the very Anioma today, some people say they are not Igbo. And when you ask the Northerner, they will tell you it is Niger Delta, it is South. But when they point at Nzogo, they will point at Anioma. But when you talk that Anioma is Igbo, they will tell you it is South, it is Niger Delta. That is how to show you that they have not come to what they have been claiming. Unity of Nigeria is false, because after massacring Biafrans, they are supposed to be peace in Nigeria. If massacring us and labeling our fathers rebels cannot sustain Nigeria to be peaceful, if massacring us cannot give the North security, if massacring us cannot give the West security, today so many Yoruba land are crying over Fulani herdsmen infection. So Northerners have been overtaken by terrorists. Why is it that you massacre particular people to maintain Nigeria? At the end, the Nigeria could not be able to be one. Then what are you waiting to grant them referendum to decide their fate if they will continue in the massacring of their people in the name of maintaining Nigeria? If they will continue with denial of rights in the government and in businesses and every other things, because the policies of Nigeria against businessmen are all designed against Igbo businessmen. So, because they target us, the same war have not ended. And the question is, why are they still demanding that we should remain in Nigeria? Why? Because They are not satisfied with the few number of the people of the East that are existing. They have targeted us to extermination, but when they see us in Lagos, they are worried. If they see us in Ibadan, they are worried. If they see us in Osun, they are worried. If they see us in what is it called? In Ogun, they are worried. If they see us in Oyo, which is Ibadan, they are worried. If they see us in Kaduna, Northerners, Kano, they are worried. What are their worries? A people we have placed a land and sea blockade against them to exterminate them. We even massacred their people in the north to make sure that we brought them to an end. We even bombarded churches and everything to make sure they come to an end. How come they are more in number like this? How come they are already taking over our land? How come they have bought over our land? How come upon 20 pounds we designed to give them? Upon 20 pounds Awolowo, our father, gave to them. Why have they resurrected to the extent of buying over Lagos? Why have they bought over Kano? Why have they bought over Abuja? Why have they bought over all these states, all these towns? Is it not out of the 20 pounds? Then what are our gain? This should be a question, but it is a worry to them. But supposed to be a question. But they are worried that we are still existing. That's why you can see some wicked Yoruba people, because there are good ones. Their anger is when they remember what they told them, that Igbos can never rise up again. The anger of somebody who say I am Ikwere is because they told him that if you become Igbo, you will not get position. If you become Igbo, you will not get anything from Nigeria. If you claim to be Igbo, remember that we collected this land under abandoned property. These are instigations by the Nigerian government against the particular people. And the question is, why are they still clamoring for unity? The question is, why is it that something will happen to Igbo people in the north? The northerners and the people will be calling Igbo people to go for the rescue of Igbos. Is there unity? No. Why is it that Babangida came the other day and confessed that the lies that have lasted for 55 years was designed to exterminate the Igbo? Then, why do the same Nigerian citizens expect Igbo people to be the people that will go and protest, having revealed by their government that they lied? Is it not the duty of Nigerians to make it as a national issue that we lied against them? Our government lied against us. Let us go and protest against our government because they lied against fellow citizens. That is to say, they turned us against us. So we should hold our government responsible. Do you know what they did? They started calling Igbo people to go and protest. That is to tell you, there is no unity. The same thing they did. Nigerian citizens came out and protested for NSAS. At the end, they charged Nnamdi Kanu for NSAS. When they do Nigerian bad government protest, Tinubu's aide, Ananoga, a Yoruba man, he came and targeted IPOB protest. But the whole IPOB protest, he never came up and said IPOB protested. But Nigerian protests, he targeted IPOB. But IPOB have been protesting and the army have been killing them. IPOB have been protesting in abroad. He never reported it. But a protest organized by Nigeria, hunger protest, they target IPOB protests. Reno Mokri look at obedience that he know that they are different part of Nigeria. He target IPOB. He tag obedient IPOB. He tag P2B IPOB. But he know that his brother is P2B obedient. He know that a Yoruba man also, a Yoruba people are P2B. He know that Northerners are also P2B. But he look at it right round. He apply the same thing that have been existing. He target IPOB. What does that tell you? There is no unity. If there is unity, Nigerian citizens will protest over the removal of rail lines in the east. Nigerian citizens will protest over the disobedient to court order that discharged Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian citizens will protest attack on IPOB peaceful protesters. They will say, don't kill our fellow citizens. These are how white people do. But do you know what? Citizens will clap for their government because they lied to them that Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. But why is it that after all, the same people that lied have come and confessed that it's lie? Why is it that Nigerians who want to maintain one Nigeria are still running away from the one Nigeria? Why do they not make the confession a national issue that they should rise up, that this propaganda have been much, that this is the problem of Nigeria? Denying Igbo man their position is the problem of Nigeria because they are the grace. They are the people that owns. It doesn't matter how you claim to be. We control the economy of your land. The whole shops, we are controlling it. When we travel home, you look for a place to buy sugar. Yoruba man will be looking for a place to buy sugar. Looking for a place to buy shoe brake. Looking for a place to buy hydraulic. We'll set the price. The goods in your Apapa wharf belongs to us. The containers there belongs to us. You hide the price, we hide the price of goods. It doesn't matter your policy. We are in charge of price of goods. We are in charge. Hey, your man is economy because you are a bank manager. So you now set price of my goods I bought. You are dreaming. Are you getting it? So my question again, before somebody will talk about unity, what was the key point of the creation of Nigeria by those who created Nigeria? They said, because the North is too poor. And from 1914 to 2024, which is last year, is 110 years. Now in 2025, 111 years. Have not become rich? No. So what is the essence of keeping Nigeria one? If the purpose, the primary purpose of the creator of Nigeria have not been achieved after 100 years, instead, the North is dying of terrorism. The North have been rounded up by terrorists. The North have been overrun by terrorists. Even having Gowon alive, the North have been overrun by terrorists. The man who knows how to carry on a land and sea blockade, who knows how to carry on genocide against a particular people, he is still alive, but his own region, the North, have been overrun by terrorists. Babangida is still alive, but North have been overrun by terrorists. T.Y. Danjuma, who knows how to conduct what will kill how Aguirosi will be killed. They are still existing, but they cannot conduct how terrorists will be confronted. No. All of them are still alive, but they have nothing to offer. They have been claiming we are army chief, we are taking positions in the whole Nigeria. After all, Igbo man will not get position. Ask yourself, are the Northerners enjoying Nigeria? Are you going to show me a company in Kano? Is that what I want to look? The northern citizens, the Kano citizens are hungry. Will they go and start peeling the skin or the structure and start eating? The citizens of Abuja are hungry, very sick, very poor. So if you show me how Abuja is developed, is that how the citizens are enjoying? The answer is no. So what is the essence? The goods in the market in Kano belongs to Igbo man. In the Abuja belongs to Igbo man. You go to Lagos, we own all the market, belongs to us. But Yoruba man is the owner of Lagos. Will you start? That's why at times they will look for a trouble to go and steal from us. Because they see our properties as theirs. That's why if they run out of patience, they will set our markets on fire. That's why if they run out of patience, they will demolish our shops and the houses. Do you understand? Because they see the policy as if it is not affecting us. If Northerners are not enjoying, if Northerners can be cutting our necks today, having been the first citizens of Nigeria, having ruled Nigeria for 46 years, having provided 10 presidents that Buhari came 2 times. Buhari came 2 times. They are 9 in number, but 2 times of Buhari make it 10. It is 10 presidents from the north. Out of how many presidents? Out of 13 presidents of Nigeria. 13. Tafa Belewa. Okay. What is it called? Military president 14. Agui Ironsi, right? Of how many months? Then what is his name? Gowon, Murtala Mohammed, Obasanjo, Shagari, Buhari, Babangida, Abacha. I will not call Shenikon interim. These are not presidents. Abacha, Absalami. What is his name? Obasanjo again. You see? Let's that or put line just for some minutes. So Obasanjo again, then Yar'Adua came, then Buhari came again, and Jonathan came, then Buhari came again, and now Tinubu, right? So not provided 10 presidents, 9 a number, but 10. It was Buhari ruled 10. So what did they gain? What are their achievements? All they are still looking for is a land that they will take over from people. A land that they will forcibly take from people. People that have ruled Nigeria was not able to arrange their land, was not able to make their people rich. Having been in charge of all oil wells, but nothing is going on. Will you show me international airport in the north? Does the northerners eat the international airport? They are hungry. They don't go to school. They are lamajiris. They are beggars in streets, but they have international airport. So what is their gain before somebody from the east will be begging for one Nigeria? Before somebody from the east, traditional ruler, will now go to Sokoto and start begging them for peace in their land that Fulani is invading. You are the one who went to Sokoto to beg Sultan. And we ask you, are the northerners enjoying Nigeria that you are desperate of unity? If they are not enjoying, you that is not ruling Nigeria, that is 50 class citizen, that is developing your land by yourself, and also survive out of 20 pounds, why are you worried to be Nigeria when the Nigerians are not enjoying it? I think we'll take 1 or 2 calls because the not this one, oh, the other one. I sent you a message. I sent you a message. Let me this one. So this is the one. So this one. So that is it. So we continue. Let's see if we can put the number on the screen so that our people will call in like 2 or 3 calls then, because our time is almost up here. And the number to call is, that is it, +358 466 156 849. That is it. So let me call it again. You are free to call in. Tell us, when will Nigeria be one, and why are they talking about unity after massacring over 7 million people? Plus 358, this is WhatsApp, 466 156 849. We continue. This is Biafra Television Europe under IPOB. Thank you. So, this is what we have been passing through in Nigeria. And somebody went to the north. Instead of you standing on your ground here, protecting your people based on their interest, because their interest is to live, go to their farmland, then plant their things, harvest it. Fulani will come with their cows, destroy it. When the citizens ask, why are you destroying my farm? They will tell you, what you go do? Do am now. Before you know it, Fulani will come after you and kill you. If it is a woman, they will first of all go after and molest the woman. Right? That is what we are passing through. They will even see somebody, they will kidnap you and demand for ransom. And when the government was confronted, they said they are invaders from Chad, from Togo, from Lome, from this and that. At the end, we asked them for solution. They said, your land or your blood. And the IPOB said, for long, we have been dying without even coming to protect our land. Just they kill us anyhow, as far as they see us in the territory of Nigeria. So why can't we die in defending our land? That's how we came to ESN. If we can be dying without any result, then we die to defend this land, because we cannot give our land. Rather, we give our blood. That's how we launch ESN. Giving our blood to secure our land. If you defeat us, take our land. But we cannot quietly fold our hand on to compromise to terrorists that government have compromised to and sponsored heavily with 100 million naira, a billion, 100 billion naira. Buhari government gave to them to come and wipe us away. Now they are now telling you, certain they are telling you is they are going, they have to understand each other, understand our culture, understand, have cultural value, have this. Imagine what is the culture he's presenting. Rearing cow that a high court in Lagos have ruled against in 1969. The court said, if that is your system of life, rearing cow from people's property to another, destroying people's property, this court will not allow it. 1969 in Lagos High Court. That is their culture that Sultan is telling Enugu traditional ruler. And the Enugu traditional ruler is telling they need to understand each other after how many years of genocide of the people of Biafra? After how many years? How many years have you massacred us? You massacred us for 3 years and set up policies against us. And this was done to keep Nigeria one. So why are we still looking for understanding? Why are we still demanding for unity? When people was massacred because of unity, I think somebody is on the line. Let us see who is there. The caller, we have come to you, your name and where you are calling us from. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Where are you calling us from? Let us continue. You call us back, please. Call us back. I don't know. I don't know. Should be network anyway. Call us back. Right? We continue. So, what have we achieved inside Nigeria? The caller, go ahead. No, let us go to another caller and see. I don't know what is going on. Is it your network or what? What is going on? What is going on here? What is going on? Let's see. Let us. The caller has been calling seriously. Let us see. I don't know what is happening to this.
Yes, Mark, can you hear me now?
Go ahead. I don't know what is wrong, but go ahead. The word is listening.
It might be network.
Okay.
I think it's the network. But we must only continue. Mark, this is your brother, Steve, you're calling from Peter Solomon.
Okay.
Mark, your program is one of the programs that I don't miss. You're doing a very good job. I think we'll continue to guide and protect you. Mark, sometimes when you read out all these things, and then I don't know, I ask myself, does these people that we are, trying to rescue from the hand of the Fulani, some of our Igbo people, are they really Igbo, or they just, or they were imported from another place and just named them Igbo people? Because in a situation where we are in Nigeria now, whereby how many years where these people have been lying against us, Igbo coup and other things, and Babangida come and review this, no matter what, I still give it to him. What did our people learn exactly from what this man did? Say, because we did not have leaders. Mazi, this thing cannot happen to another people in Nigeria. And imagine somebody from Igbo extraction review this thing that the coup was not Yoruba coup or was not Hausa coup for how many years? And their people were being massacred because of this. Do you know what will be happening now? But look at the people that carry the cross, that's been killed for nothing they know nothing about. People know nothing about. And the coup was fought by Yorubas. And for them is the one that are going to gain for it, to release Awolowo. And Akintola was aware. They said from the book Babangida Revelation, Akintola was aware about that coup. But do you see how Yorubas can play it? They don't want to talk about it. And they don't want the whole world to know that they are their people who planted the coup. They push out Nzobo. Babangida let us to know that Nzobo is more or less Hausa man than an Igbo man. The Igbo name there is just for normal sake. That is an Hausa man, born in the north, trained in the north, for just to be the same thing Okorocha of Imo State, the former governor. Don't you see how after ruling Imo State and destroying Imo State, don't you see he run back to his father's place and he was there today. Now, and what is it? The worst pain of it, the thing that kills me more, that sometimes I said, okay, please give us opportunity to fight these politicians in our land, called Igbo politicians. Do you know that at the end of the thing, some of these politicians are aware of this thing, but do you know the ones that people pass? Do you know the ones that when I think about it sometimes, I just thought, how are you going to rescue us from the hands of these people? And the Igbo politicians are still killing ourselves, killing their own people for the Northerners and the Yorubas. Igbo politicians are still killing the Igbo for one Nigeria. Igbo politicians, for what our people have passed through in Nigeria, Igbo politicians are still killing our own people for the Northerners and the Yorubas. Igbo politicians are still naming our own people for the Yorubas and the Hausas. Igbo politicians are still killing the Igbo. Once you look at the whole post of them one. Example is who post of them one come out and say, I put him who post of them one say this thing. Who post of them one open his mouth and say this type of thing. People have suffered too much. Do you know that the one that tell me what is that these politicians will still come up and killing our own people for still one Nigeria or for what our people have gone through? They were there watching, defending our land, and these evil politicians are now killing our own people. Road they are not building, education they are not giving to our people, amenities they are not even giving, nothing. They are passing money for them and their children. Just look about it. And the man didn't have the kind of come out and confront them. Say, no, we can't be living life like this. Our people are supposed to be, we're supposed to live more good life than this. Igbo politicians gang against one Igbo. Igbo politicians gang against one Nnamdi Kanu. Igbo politicians we are there. This I'm reading out words sometimes. I go quiet and think about our people. Igbo politicians we are there. Mazi, a Fulani one from Sokoto, we drive a cow from God knows nowhere. These people that are cursed, drive cow, come into our land, kill our own mother, rape her in our land, destroy her farm, and nobody will say nothing. Nobody will say nothing. I am listening to one radio once at a time. Somebody called and keep mentioning this thing. How come these people will drive cow, come into our land, kill our people? Nobody say nothing. And this is what I've been going through. This is what I've been thinking every day. Because you know what? All these politicians, they groom them to deal with our own people. They groom them to kill people. They groom them to destroy us. If these politicians, if nothing has been done, these people we are seeing now as the politicians, they will destroy us. Mark today's date. These politicians we are seeing now, if nothing been done, these people will destroy us. These people we are there, watching our own people being raped. I challenge any woman to go to the north and rape our Northerners and destroy his farm and kill him. I challenge any woman that is listening, you are in the north now, go today, rape an Hausa woman or a Fulani woman, destroy his farm and kill him, and let's see what's happened. But they come to our land, they drive their cow, they run into our farmers, they kill them. They took some of them as a ransom in our land. If even our own people are kidnapping our own people, we tell them stop. It's not this area the whole people. Our own people, we are fighting them. I want to know somebody from the north in our land. Fulani from them kidnapping one people. When you don't pay ransom, they kill you. They destroy your farm with their cow, and then these governors and these politicians, they kept quiet. As if nothing happened. They kept quiet. As if nothing, imagine, until indeed we wake up. If we didn't wake up,
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. So now that is it. This what you are saying is right. Is the attitude of slaves. The point of bringing them down is the very 66 coup. When they demand for anything, they will tell them, "Do you remember you have kicked against this country? Don't they tell you in the open here? Igbos have destroyed something in this country." That's how they threaten Ohanese. That's why genuine Igbo leaders, they now went back home. They refused to appear at the front, right? It is few people that forced themselves and was elected, and they are trying to make things different. But government is sponsoring more people against them. When they bring two things, good thing, like some are demanding for free Nnamdi Kanu, good ones. But those ones that are stooge, that came to represent us, when the good ones went back because they refused to sell us out. Because the condition is, if you must serve as Nigeria, you must accept that you carry on coup and thereby submitting yourself as slave. That's why good leaders refuse to submit themselves as slave. And government started promoting, and people presented themselves. Even government trained some puppets by themselves that are leading us today. They trained them, and today they are in position leading us because they want to make sure that they are submissive. So they now claim that they speak for us. That is it. But we did not send them. Let me just give an example. If we need minister from Eastern Igbo land now, how can we send Dave Umai? We cannot send him. But he is there because of party rights and a submissive servant who will make sure that the interest of his people is undermined. Right? The people saw themselves in Nigeria, try to maintain it, try to be Nigeria. No way. It keep taking us. And we ask our fathers, why did we get ourselves here? They said they don't know. We say, okay, no problem. We are here now. What is our gain? They say, no, we are just begging them. Let them give us this. We are just begging Nigeria. Begging Nigeria. We asked them, how do you beg? They said this is a combined business, north and the west and the east, but you have the main resources. So why do you end up begging? So you beg and you are still begging, and you want us to continue begging. It's okay, no problem. We do not say no to your begging, but what we say now is to join you in continuous begging and giving our life, and Fulani to be raping our mothers and destroying our farmlands and forcibly taking our land, and for security men to set checking points even at our backyard and everywhere, and also forcing terrorists against us. We have to decide this on ballot box of referendum, where there will be two ballot boxes of those who believe in Nigeria and those who want to be free from Nigeria. This is the only stage. We do not force people out of Nigeria, but we said the intimidation and so other things is much. We want to know if our people still want to be witnessing this, if our people still want to continue with this. IPOB cannot shoot our people. That is why we allow people to go and do their exercise of voting. We cannot call for no election, rather we can call for election boycott if it requires, which is in line with self-determination. Now, why we don't call for no election is because during referendum, you cannot stop your people from voting for Nigeria. It is your fault not to convince them. So the two ballot boxes will be there. People will vote for Nigeria. The same thing with the election. You that didn't believe in Nigeria, you will also allow your people who believe in Nigeria to go and try. That's why when Simon was shouting, no election in Biafra land, we say you are not following anything that is good. Because somebody that did referendum must also prove to the world that during referendum you will also allow people to vote for Nigeria. Now, if you do not allow your people that believe in Nigeria to vote and see if they will change things as they intended to, then the world will not grant you referendum, because they will say that the same way you stop your people from voting while in Nigeria is the way you stop them from voting for Nigeria during referendum. So these are things we knew. But when we confront this earlier, some people who don't understand will be shouting. So now we have tried to be Nigeria, but they keep pushing us out. And we say, okay, no problem, let us call for referendum. And they came with gun. Now you do not welcome us into Nigeria, then you don't even accept our call for referendum. Instead of you to say, okay, let us disappoint IPOB by granting them referendum to prove to the world that we are not marginalizing the people of the East. Let us grant them referendum. But for you to be kicking against referendum shows that you are doing what we say you are doing to us. If you are not doing it to us, you will know that our people cannot vote for Biafra during referendum because you are doing them well. So why are they running away from this fact that Nigeria can never be one and Nigeria can never be successful? If Northerners are not successful, if Northerners are still sleeping inside barrel, if Northerners are not flying on air, if Northerners are still cutting my nails, what do another person expect to get in Nigeria? If Nigeria was created because the North is too poor, and after 111 years, the North is still too poor, despite the intimidations of the Northerners against other tribes, the North is too poor. Despite ruling Nigeria, providing 10 presidents, Nigeria North is still too poor. Despite providing army chiefs, highest number of army chiefs, chief of army staff, chief of defense staff, chief of naval staff, and the chief security, what do they call them? Both DSS boss, both SSS boss, both national security advisor, all from the north. Still, they cannot enjoy security. They cannot enjoy peace. They cannot enjoy anything. Then, what am I looking for in Nigeria? Why must I beg for unity? Why wouldn't I die for demanding for referendum? Our people must decide their fate in Nigeria. It is the last bus stop. Kill us so, turn us upside down, blackmail us so, detain us so, do whatever you do. As far as this place is concerned, we'll keep breaking your plate. We'll keep breaking your glass cup. We'll keep making sure Nigeria is not presented the way you want it. You must allow us. If not, Nigeria will drag it down. It is a promise. Drag it down. That is our promise. We will do it. Today, Nigeria is now on defense without IPOB shooting gun. They keep tagging IPOB every crime, but they are now defending themselves. It is our perseverance. We persevered. You cannot force us into armed battle. We know what we are doing. So why is our people and some people still looking for the same unity that Zeke sought for? Why are they looking for it? A unity in a country where Amadu Bello told you that instead of them to employ Igbo man, they will employ another Nigerian. It is through Amadu Bello that I know that there are other Nigerians apart from Igbo man. So there are separate Nigerians. That's why there are separate laws for Igbo people. Because Amadu Bello interview is the real constitution of Nigeria. And the man that was interviewed recently, he said that the slogan was keeping Nigeria one. Keep Nigeria one. That was the slogan of the massacring of over 7 million Biafrans, right? 67 to 70. Now, the issue is, are they not still asking for one Nigeria today? Then, why can't they come and apologize to us by apologizing and granting us referendum? That's the best thing. Now, recently, the whole ex-president and the ex-generals, they came together to deceive the world, to play international politics, because the pressure through IPOB diplomatic moves are coming to Nigeria government seat of power. Now, to deceive the world, they now come in conclusion that through Babangida book, that they will go, they will insert that very section that say Igbo coup, 66 coup wasn't Igbo coup. Some people today do not know that that was a national project. Babangida do not rise up and write. His book was even assessed by them. That was their own. They gave him that one to put. The British was aware, because this is a British crime. You cannot come and write about 1966 coup and say that it wasn't Igbo coup. On your own, you cannot do it. It was a national budget. Now, before reading it out, the army chiefs gave the government assurance that there will be peace if there is any uprising. The police chief gave them assurance. Naval chief gave assurance. Air Force chief gave assurance. Then, National Security Advisor, they are all aware, and National Executive Council, they were all aware that such thing is to be read out. They are the people that organize it to be inserted there. What do they want to present? They want to tell the world that they have started making peace with the Igbos. That's all. But they don't know it will lead to that level. The army assured them against any uprising, that they will calm it down. So you think that without National Security Advisor, that Babangida will come and read that book? So you think that Nigeria will just, this is a national project. We know them. 55 years old lie. Cannot be. People have written book about it, expose it. But these are side people. For a point like Babangida to come and read it out is a national agenda. And it is to show that people are agitating. If people are not agitating, they can never tell you about that, because Nigeria is moving on. Do you understand? Now, the issue is that IPOB outsmarted them. Initially, they said that IPOB and Nigerian issue is eternal issue. That's what Lai Mohammed presented. And we said no. Because the same way they presented Fulani terrorism, they say it's a communal farmers clashes, communal clashes, communal herdsmen clashes, farmers herdsmen clashes, so that it will be sinking clashes. So if the international community talk, they will say it's an internal issue, right? So we refuse to accept eternal issue. We keep shouting to the extent that we now give them boundary. Anything that happen in our area, we present it to the world that they are killing us because of we are agitating for Biafra. This was a key we gave to the Middle Belt. Make yourself your name. Answer your name. If they are killing you in the name of Nigeria, nobody will come for your rescue. They will always report it is an internal issue. That's why we said, kill us in the name of Biafra, we'll shout out. They will know you are killing us for Biafra. It is different. Our issue is not eternal issue with Nigeria. Do you see how we expose them? That's why they can invade any part of the Nigeria. The news can do it anyhow. If they come our land, we will expose it. And tell the world that we demand for referendum. This is where we defeated them. It is never an internal issue. They were saying America should leave Nigeria. Nigeria is a sovereign state. International community will leave Nigeria to settle their internal issues. It's a lie. IPOB agitation is not internal issue. And later we expose all. And today nobody is talking about internal issue again. They are now defending themselves. So that is the area we have tried to bring Nigeria. Bring them at the front of the world to see them in their lies. Because they try to pretend. They always bribe people with the oil. They always try to lie. And Nigeria is a lie of 111 years. A lie that have lasted 111 years. It needs truth to be destroyed. You cannot confront it with the same lie. If you shoot gun to destroy the lie of 110 years, those that they lie to will come to defend the lies. But if you come with the truth, those that they lie to will know the fact, and they will lose friends. And you that say the truth will also get friends. And that is where we'll be bringing this very program of this very day to an end. Thank you very, very much for joining us in Biafra, on Biafra Television Europe under IPOB. Thank you from me. From here, it is good afternoon.
Oh na 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 na. Watch it out. Watch me far away, see me far away, Shabada. Tell me what you saw, I will show you what I have, because I have myself. Authentic say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, so go learn to pretend. Do not run away. Kind of sober than you. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I know. Ohaneze Ndibo, how na day? I don't come to speak my mind with no delay. Let them know say una eyes clear about una way. Watch out, many things they happen in that country you dey. So some people trouble upon people every day. Even when you dey, you go talk say you know dey. I need to understand why this one happen. I need to understand why this truth apart. The promise that we got and nationalize. The promise we will live and no complaint. Somebody watch me far away. Watch me far away. See me far away. See me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself. Oh, then think say na defense. Oh, make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, so you go learn to pretend. Oh, do not run away. Kind of that is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I am. Samada, ta ta ta, kick channel, boomba. See, I come back again to tell people say, now here we dey. We don't come to stay. I say no retreat, no surrender. We're living big, but no arrange. Look at the soldiers killing innocent Biafrans every day. Look at Islamists killing innocent Christians every day. It's depending me, it's depending me, it's depending me. Chukwoki Kobiama, Bateranyo say Yemaka. I know Ginaka. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I know. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I know. Mazi Maduabuchi one. Biafra nile. Anyị si gị gaba n'iru. Onye aka ya dọcha. Weli ife na-eme. Onye nna ya na-eju n'oyi na-ejukwu kwa amawaja. You are whiter than snow. Okwu gị bụ eziokwu. We stand where you stand. We say no secret trial. Onyinye Chukwu ezosika osiki ohamadike. No secret trial. Prophet Yahweh's young osiki ohamadike. Osiki jisike Mazus ejike kole osiki. One day muje bije sikwa no weli feneme. O weli fenafia. O weli fenako. Ezi one name Victor Chimezie Okorochukwu Igbo Network Television London Osiki jisike na hapu ginazu. Umu Biafra nile gedi nenuwa. Asiki gabaniru. No secret trial. No secret trial. No secret trial. No secret trial. Hey! Watch me far away. See me far
all. I will show you what I have, because I have myself, oh, then think say na defense, oh. Make you watch my back, now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, oh, you go learn to pretend, oh. Do not run away, find us over than you. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why